Hey, Rhonda This is my auntie. I'm so glad you commented on this. So, first of all, Rhonda is one of my new friends that I met on TikTok. She had seen some of my content and messaged me. And we had a little bit of a hard time trying to connect on Facebook, but eventually we did because I took my time and had some patience. So I wanted to make a note on this here. I spent time talking with Rhonda via video chat for quite a few hours, like soon after the election and when everything was really, really crazy, right? And as she says here, she has some type of learning disability, but she's still a person, right? So the conversation I was having with my college-educated friend did not go well. So let me just give a little bit of context here. My friend had proposed to me that woke and MAGA are the same, essentially, and that it's all based on a formula of rhetoric used by the opposition. And from what I gathered, it seemed like he was not caught up on current events because I asked him multiple times if he had watched any of Kamala's or Trump's rallies during this political cycle. So we're talking, sending voice messages back and forth. So, like I said in my other video, time elapses from when information is received, right? So I also was under the impression that we were having a casual conversation. So it was like, if I sent you a bunch of shit, you would get to it eventually. Like, I'm not trying to pummel you, right? Well, somewhere along the line, that went out the window, and I was sending him voice messages. It ended up totaling about 40 minutes worth of me talking, and I'm sure that looked overwhelming as fuck, okay? I get that, but he snap judged it and blew up at me that I was pummeling him without hearing the content. Because the last message that I'm assuming he actually listened to, I was angry because he was putting me down. So I was trying to defend myself, okay? So it took some time to cool off and finished replying to the voice messages because I told him in the first one, I'm going to listen to these one at a time and reply to them one at a time. And he told me to listen to his other things. So I did that and I was replying. But so when I replied, like I said, I ended up leaving 40 minutes worth of breath there. And while I'm seeing this, I'm like, wow, maybe I have a learning disability. I think I do have a touch of autism because I was trying to explain how I relate to music with emotions, and that's how I cope with my feelings. And if you're going to judge just by the amount of voice messages without hearing any of it, you didn't want to learn from me ever. You didn't. And it's shitty because we have both been through shit that I could have helped him with. But he did not respect me and my value. Because this person stepped on my boundaries first. But because I didn't make a huge fuss about it, it didn't matter. And so when I did it to him, it was an issue. And when I pointed out that he did it to me, dismissed. But he challenged my core beliefs. When I went to challenge his, he shut down immediately. How's that fair? How are you going to learn? But anyway, so I'm assuming he thought I was blasting off in these voice messages when I was really just explaining about my life experience. And he's like, get out of my life. Okay. I was trying to give you some of my perspective. I'm glad it doesn't matter. So, the thing that is irritating is that he wanted to know what the 4 a.m. club was. So I was trying to explain to him in the most basic way that I could. And I sent him a video that I related with, this lady with purple hair. And she had said like a few negative adjectives about the word masculine, and that triggered him to say it was devouring mother energy and it was a spell. Okay, no. Sorry. You are that close-minded because you have your own trauma with women and whatever. Okay. Point is, he wanted me to explain something, but then when it went just against his shit slightly, then he didn't want to hear about it anymore. So, how are you gonna learn? Okay? We all have something to contribute. We all have a different perspective. This is what I'm trying to get out here. Even someone like me, I have life experience that I can share with people. So don't let some college-educated asshole put you down, okay? Just because you don't have formal education does not mean you don't have value. And just remember too, we all process things differently. That was the point. I even sent him the video that I made up here before everything hit the fan. He didn't watch it. What are you gonna do? But don't let people like that get to you. Know what your value is.